Social epidemiologist from Stony Brook School of Medicine is head of a group releasing new information today that shows almost 40,000 children have lost a parent due to coronavirus. And researchers say sweeping national reforms are needed right now to help those children.
It is a staggering number.
Dr. Rachel Kidman with Stony Brook University says this new model shows tens of thousands of children under the age of 18 have lost at least one parent to the coronavirus.
We estimate 40,000 children have lost a parent. And that is about a 20% bump in what we would normally see absent COVID.
The model also shows that Black children are disproportionately affected. They make up 14% of children in the U.S., but 20% of those who have lost a parent to COVID.
Kids who lose a parent are more likely to be depressed or suicidal. They're more likely to drop out of school. There are really long-term implications, even for adulthood. But we don't know how children are dealing with their grief during this really unique period of social isolation.
I think she's going to feel it. She's always going to, she does ask, for her daddy, she does bring him up. And, it's tough. It's tough on the family. Like when we hear that, everybody starts to tear up.
As News 12 reported last summer, Shirley Robertson's 34-year-old brother, Raul, died from the coronavirus.
I always tell my nieces, always, do good because your daddy's watching, from up in heaven. And, he's always going to be watching over you.
The West Sayville nurse left behind his wife and 2 daughters.
I missed him a lot. I wish he could have been there. I know he's watching from heaven, but I miss him a lot.
Well, Tama, the pain those families and these kids are feeling has got to be just unbearable. So what do doctors suggest we can do to help? Well, Macy, researchers say grieving children and their families are going to need financial, social, and emotional support. They suggest that a federal database be established to track those children and that federal policies are created with money attached to programs to help them and their families.